I decided that I'd like to be out sometime over the course of the next few years, back in 2006 and 2007, and in talking to David White, said, we should start the process now. We don't want to. My idea initially was to go directly to a strategic that I knew wanted our company and negotiate the best deal. Probably the key piece of advice I got then was, you can't do that. I just won't let you. We need to be out there. We need to find out what the maximum amount of money that you can get for the company. You may make a deal thinking you're doing well at $12 million and someone else paid $24 million. It happens. The process from that point of that decision to David and I interviewing 5 or 6 investment banks and then making the choice, that in of itself was a 3 to 4 month period. And then once we made that choice, the process of actually making the sale and developing the business plan, the CDM, etc., was another long process. So I would have thought we could have selected an investment bank within a month, and I would have thought within 6 months, we could have gotten everything out there and been talking to people and moving along. From the time that we decided we wanted to do something to the time the actual transaction took place was at least 18 months, maybe a little bit longer than that. We could go back to some of the planning phases. We always had business plans, but we ran our business plans for 3 years because that's as far as we thought we could see into the future. But the business plans weren't robust enough, and the financial process within those plans of how we would move into a different market or how we would grow certain things were not fleshed out enough and done enough competitive analysis for us to get through the actual sales process. Once you have an investment bank, any investment bank or business broker will tell you that they will write the CDM, the business plan for you, and that your involvement will be a few interviews here or there. My experience was that just is unworkable. No one knows your business like you know your business, and if you're going to explain what the strengths and weaknesses are, you can do it a lot better by spending the time writing a lot of the documentation yourself than you can with an hour interview with an investment banker who knows how the process works, knows how to write very well, but doesn't know your business. So we had a very good investment bank that I was very happy with in Consilium, but there was an awful lot more work than we expected on our part to develop that process. I also needed to hire a separate trustee. So we hired Great Bank and Trust of Chicago, who did a great job for us, but I had to let the ESOP employees know. So we had to run multiple meetings to them so that they were a part of that process all along. That's, again, one of the disadvantages, if you will. I think that when I spoke to ESOPs before, and I continue to think that the advantages outweigh the disadvantages, but it does create a little more paperwork, it does create a little bit of cost, and it does require you to bring people within the company right down to the bottom level of the company into the process with you. I didn't necessarily have any desire or need to be retired the next day, but I did want to wind down my involvement in the company. So I was looking to take the majority of the value of the company out in cash, maybe keep some in the company as an investment for the future, and maybe not. That was really up to the buyer. I was amenable to either of those.